Sagittarius, this is your forecast for the month of January 2018. This is a general reading for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, or Sagittarius Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com, The Alchemist Astrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. Now, the last week you have a major card, so this is an important week for you, and probably the outcome of situations is beyond your control. Now, for some of you, maybe this is some kind of legal situation. You were trying to gain some satisfaction in a legal situation. Maybe it was a dispute at work or some work conditions or circumstances, or maybe this is something about an illness. Maybe you're trying to restore order and gain advantage over your health. But maybe you're just trying to defend yourself. This is a week where you need to make a decision, and maybe it's about some kind of false accusation or somebody that's been manipulating, or it could be somebody's been wishing that a problem would just go away. So they've been sitting on the fence. There's some indecision about something. And again, with that Four of Swords, you may have been waiting for somebody to explain something to you, and maybe they refuse to apologize, or maybe you've been dealing with something where somebody's been unfair or discriminatory. So this is a week about judging something and settling something, maybe some old debts, whether those are financial or they're emotional. So there's a focus on what is fair, what is right, being impartial, and restoring some kind of order. For some of you, if you've been extravagant in certain ways, maybe you're having to carefully look at how you manage your money. You're having to come up with a strategy. And there are issues of accountability, and you may be examining your own conscience of how you played a role in a situation. So you're having to carefully consider something this week, and you need to be very rational. You need to have a clear-cut perspective about what's going on. You need to be objective. For some of you, you're trying to gain satisfaction. Maybe you're in a negotiation and you are trying to, gain an advantage in a contract or an agreement or something that's legally binding. Maybe a settlement or an agreement. Or again, in some cases, just an apology. So there are some changes this week that you're having to accommodate. Now, whatever this is, hopefully you're keeping those scales balanced and your perspective about it, and you're not letting it overtake your life. You're putting it, where it belongs. So there's something going on, some changes. You're going to have to accommodate something that's unexpected. And you're doing this for your own satisfaction or to please other people that you care for. Or in some cases, because there's been some type of loss. Now, justice is blind, so she sees, I just said she was blind. The point is that you won't be able to get away with anything this week either, blind or not. If you have some type of indiscretion or breach, you will have to make atonement for that. People are not going to overlook your mistakes right now. So for some of you, this again is an ongoing legal concern that is approaching you. For others of you, this is a medical situation. For others of you, this is just a need to restore some better balance in your life. Your daily routine. Maybe you've been doing something to excess. Maybe you've been doing too much of something, or you haven't been doing enough of something. But this is about restoring order and what's fair. So you could be receptive this week to some kind of opportunity, especially if you're tuning in to your intuition. It may be time to move in a new direction that would give you an advantage. So you're going to be able to reprioritize, reorganize so that you can meet your obligations. But again, you're going to have to be persistent, because if there's something, at the beginning of the month, you could easily remove yourself from a situation. But by the end of the month, it requires more effort for you to extricate yourself from certain things. And the Justice card is concerned with fairness. And so you may be feeling somebody has slighted you and waiting for that apology, and they have no idea that you even feel that way. So it's important to look at how you're viewing a situation, whether you're being objective. Maybe you've got a bias. Maybe you're coming to the table with a little bit of baggage. And so you have to make sure at how you're viewing things so that you don't create confusion. But this is a week where integrity is in focus. And so if you have any doubts, if you're letting people intimidate you, then you may follow some bad advice. But the more comfortable you are with who you are and how you think, then the sooner, the easier you're going to be able to distinguish what is important from what is mere trivia, whether that's in situations or with people, and you're going to be able to uphold decisions that are best for you. Now, in some cases, that may be you, again, running after some kind of illusion. The Nine of Cups could be that you made a decision and it wasn't worth what you thought it would be.